Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. And in today's episode, we are taking on our second actual dungeon. We are taking on the Forbidden Woods. The Forbidden Woods is our next major dungeon, and this dungeon is a lot different than Dragon Roost Cavern. This dungeon in particular really has you rely on puzzles. There's a lot of puzzles in this dungeon compared to the first one. Granted, it's not as a tremendous amount of puzzles as the next couple of dungeons afterwards, but this is where you have to start, you know. Instead of relying on combat all the time, this is where you have to actually think a couple of times. This dungeon has about 4 floors and a basement floor. But the problem is, though, that one of the floors, or one of the rooms in the dungeon is just a gigantic room that has, like, multi-stories. So that's what most of this dungeon is composed of, is just this gigantic room. And it pretty much has a lot of key puzzles that you have to go and do. Now, this is actually home to a lot of various enemies. You're going to be seeing a lot of enemies in this dungeon, from pea hats to green choo-choos to boko babas, and an introduction to a new enemy, which I'll get into in the episode. It just gets ridiculous. There's a lot of variant enemies in this dungeon, and honestly, I think it's probably the most diverse of enemies in this dungeon. And honestly, some of these enemies scared the crap out of me when I was younger. And I'll get into that in the episode. But anyways, I think I rambled on enough, so let's get on with the episode. And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In today's episode, we are entering our second major dungeon. We are entering the Forbidden Woods. Now, the Forbidden Woods is honestly one dungeon that in my childhood kind of stumped me a lot when I was younger. Mainly because this one is heavily influenced by puzzles. This is kind of like, I guess the best way I can describe it is the Forest Temple in previous Zelda games. Now, this, like I said before, this one's mainly focused on puzzles. Now, in Dragon Roost Cavern, we had a lot of, we didn't really have too many puzzles. Now we're kind of getting into the meat of things. Now we're kind of introduced, no more holding, practically the game's done holding your hand a little bit. So now they're going to kind of make you do a little bit more puzzle solving. Now, right off the bat here, we want to kill all the choo-choos that we can, because if I do believe so, unless the chest is up, nope, the chest is up there. Never mind. This isn't one of those have to kill all the enemies to activate something in the room puzzle. What the heck hit me? I guess I hit that rock over there. Well, no, not hit me, but like I hit something with my sword, and it kind of bounced back a little bit. That's what I meant. I didn't mean. I mean, like, it's really not that. I didn't mean. I knew what hit me. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways, let's open this treasure chest. And inside this treasure chest, right off the bat, in the very first room, is the dungeon map. So now we have an actual map of the place. And as you guys can see, this is a pretty big dungeon. It's got 4 floors plus a bottom floor. This is a pretty lengthy dungeon. Now for this right here, we can't go and access this because this thing's in the way. We can attack it all we want, cutting down the vines and everything, except the thing is, though, it grows back, like, instantaneously. We want to grab this walnut over here, and you only have a limited amount of time whenever you pick these walnuts up. But when the eye is exposed, toss it at it, and that'll get rid of it. If you get too close, then it will go away, so be mindful of that. Now, in this room right here, we want to jump all the way down. So, let's go ahead and take care of that boko baba. Boko baba. Go ahead and get his seed here. Now, there's a boko baba launcher up there, so that's the way to get back up. There we go. Now we've completely gotten rid of you, Mr. Bokobaba. So, now, if we come over here, we notice that there is another one of those eye tentacle things on this chest here. Well, we're going to have to stun it in some way possible. And ow. Camera. There we go. Go ahead and grab your chew jelly, because I kind of want that green jelly for later. I don't want to go into a little bit of detail when we come back to that place. But anyways, there we go. We killed all those choo-choos. Now, this is kind of interesting, and I really thought about it too. Because in the last room, we had to throw something at it. Now, we're going to do something else that we could do to it. Come over here and burn the sucker. Burn the sucker to the ground. So you would go up and light a Bokobaba stick. You can actually just completely burn it with a lit torch here. But inside is a knight's crest. Like I said before, we need 10 of these in order to get a certain move. We won't be getting that move until we get 10 of these. But anyways, another thing you can interestingly do with your Deku Leaf, if you use it on these like piles of leaves, dead leaves over here, you can actually kind of reveal stuff. Like so, and like you get another fairy up there. Let me go ahead and get it because I'm kind of hurt. I did enter the dungeon. If you're wondering if I entered the dungeon with like a quarter heart missing, that's because after my recording session last time, I had to go and get back to this place. So I got hurt in the process. So that's what you're wondering. That's how it is. My hurt consistency is not the same. But anyways, we're gonna try to get to the each Bokobaba launcher over here. So let's go ahead and get back inside here. And we want to fly over here. Now be careful of the tentacles because they will swap you and they will hurt you. Well, actually they don't move. They kind of just like jiggle like that. But they will hurt you if you run into them. So my best advice is don't do it. It may look interesting, like, hey, I gotta go land on that tentacle. No, don't do it. Don't do it. But anyways, let's go ahead and take care of these. I did not mean to do that. Oops. Need to get that telescope off here soon. In this dungeon, I will get the telescope off of there. Come on, grab these chew jellies here. Get rid of those guys. No, the green chew jellies, or green choo-choos are kind of a little bit more stronger than the red ones. They're really not that difficult. But anyways, let's go ahead and throw that bomb flower over there, and I completely whiffed. Oops. Come on, bomb flower. There we go. And throw it at you. There we go. Now you're dead. Now you're dead. Now we found out like 3 ways to kill those tentacle things. Anyways, and this is an interesting puzzle. I like these puzzles. Practically what you have to do is there's a little cart on a zip line over there. But pretty much what you need to do is you need to use your Deku Leaf to hit these switches over here. And that moves them. And then you jump on them. Now immediately afterwards, face the opposite direction you want to move. And then blow your Deku Leaf. That'll push you. That'll give you enough oomph to push the cart. So there you go. It's an introduction to those types of puzzles, and I really like them. I don't know why I'm keep cutting down grass. I'm max rupees. I guess it's just force of habits. Now, P-Hat, come over here. I need to get your feather. There we go. So we got another golden feather from it. Oh, swap you. There you go. There's another P-Hat around here. See him over there. Let's go ahead and grab his spoil before coming over here and beating him up. There we go. We're going to get another item here soon. Is there another P-Hat over there? No. What? Did I hit that? Did that count as hit it? Oh my gosh, that's kind of weird. I'll get into that later, here in a second, when we get up there. But anyways, let's go ahead and beat up these Bokobabas. Whack! There we go. I'm not gonna worry about the rupees. Don't need it. Don't need rupees. I'm kind of full on rupees right now. Now, this could be quite annoying. If you played the standard version, I did mention that the cap limit on rupees was kind of like increased a lot. The max on the standard version on GameCube was only 200. So once you got 200 rupees, you were completely maxed out. This one, they're a little bit more lenient. They realized how much rupees you're going to be spending, so they upped the cap a little bit at the beginning to 500. But anyways, I must have hit this when I was down on the ground finding that pea hat, and it must have hit the switch over here, and I have no idea how. But anyways, let's go ahead and grab this walnut here, pick it up, jump back onto the cart. Let's set it down, and then move the cart a little bit. Now there is a treasure chest right there. You guys could probably see that. I will grab that here in just a second. But I do believe, if I remember correctly, it's going to be a waste of time. But I might as well grab it since, well... Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the ledge here, and then let go. And then just do this. There we go. I do believe there's only... Yeah, I figured. There was only red rupee here. If you're kind of low on rupees, there you go. There's a chance to get 20 rupees right off the bat. But there we go. Let's go ahead and jump back up here. Now that we've completely unlocked the door. Well, unlocked it to kind of divine it. So there we go. Now, this one is an interesting puzzle. It's like, okay, this is super easy. Let's go up here. Ow! That's what the first person who ever plays this game will do. These tentacles will pop out of the ground. And you do not... Well, obviously, they're gonna block your path each way you're gonna go around. They're gonna completely block that walnut off. What you need to do is... There's other ways to moving this walnut. Especially with the Deku Leaf. As soon as we hit the Deku Leaf, we'll just let it go and it'll knock it out of its little cradle it was in. Now just pick it up and throw it at, well, let's not fail it this time. There we go. So there we go. That's how you solve that. Now, most people will do that the first time they play. They're like, oh, that's easy, let me go. And then all of a sudden the vinyl pop up and they're like, ow, that hurt. But anyways, in this room, this is the main like hub, like the main room that you're gonna be in for the majority of the dungeon. So be mindful of that gigantic flower. We are going to be using that flower a lot during this time here in Forbidden Woods. So let's go ahead and jump over here. Now you can go up there. There are rupees over here. There are a bunch of rupees, but like I said before, I don't really need them, so I'm just going to completely pass them up. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump over here. And come over here and hit this Mr. Eyeball there with the walnut. But anyways, as soon as you come in here, there's going to be an introduction to a new enemy in this room. You probably heard him. There are a bunch of spiked balls down there. And as soon as you jump over here, a bunch will pop out of those acorns there. Meet Mothua. Mothua is practically just a bunch of spike balls that'll cling to you. These guys do not do any damage, but they cling to you. The thing is, though, whenever they cling to you, I'll just give an example here. You go a lot slower the more you have on you. But anyways, the way to get rid of them is simply just do a spin attack. That'll mostly kill them or shake them off. Or you can also do this. You can also roll. When you roll, it will get rid of them. Anyways, let's go ahead and open this treasure chest over here. Inside the treasure chest is a yellow rupee. Again, I have no need for that, but players who are playing along with me might. So there you go. There's more money for you. But anyways, let's go ahead and open this door and go in here. Now this room, this is quite an interesting room. This is a labyrinth of tentacles. I've seen enough Japanese to know where this is going. So, let's go in here, let's navigate this maze. Be very careful whenever you move, because you don't want to move too fast, otherwise you will get hurt. So be careful like that, see? And these things are indestructible too. If you guys attack them, they're not going to do anything. These things are indestructible no matter how many times you hit them with your sword. So just be careful of that. Now, as soon as you come up here, you'll notice that there's two things over there that are blocked off. Well, we come over here and completely not butcher that. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Jump it again. Jump it again. There we go. In here, there's more magic power right there. Jump over here. Jump into the Boko Baba thing. All that's up here, there's really nothing up here, like majorly important. The only thing that's majorly important is, well, the hearts, obviously. If you ran through the tentacle thing like a dummy. Come over here, and up here, there is a joy pendant up here. So if you're running low on joy pendants, there you go. Now, what we want to do is to use this bomb flower over here. What we need to do is pick it up and set it down right here. As soon as you set it down, that'll blow up, and we can get this chest. And inside this chest, if I do remember, is the compass. Yeah, that's right. So now we have, we know where every treasure chest is in the entire dungeon, as well as the boss location. So there you go. Now there's another thing that we want to do is we want to pick this up and throw it as much as we can, get close as possible, even if we took damage, because that's the only way you can activate that one, where you can throw the bomb over there. So now we have to navigate through this maze again. I almost ran into that tentacle. So let's go ahead and go over here. And let's not run into the tentacle. Ow. Man, I'm just being reckless. I tell everybody be careful, but I'm not leading by example. But anyways, as soon as you come in here, let's go ahead and open this chest. Inside is a small key. So we need this. So there we go. Let's go over here and jump this way. And let's just glide over here. Completely ignore the tentacles. And we're going to backtrack a little bit. If you guys remember, there was a locked door that we passed by. But since we didn't have a small key, well, we couldn't really do anything about that. And I didn't really... Jeez. I completely missed that jump. Hello, Mr. Choo-Choos. At this point, I'm not going to get any more Choo-Choo jelly. There's really no point. I've practically, I think, got enough. Of course, I say that, and I go for my grappling hook again. Go ahead and kill these Choo-Choos. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we got all the Choo-Choos out of the way. Let's just continue onward. Now, over to the left over here, we want to come over this way, jump this way here, and open this locked door. And we are greeted by P-hats. So I need to get your golden feather, mister. Thank you. And, well, I can't really attack him. He's just gonna land in the water. This'll buy us time to complete this puzzle over here. So let's go ahead and jump over here. Go ahead and go this way here with the cart. Now there's another P-hat over there. I want to steal your feather while you're distracted a little bit. But anyways, now we're entering the room over here. Introduction to a new enemy. These enemies creeped me the heck out when I was younger. These are Mothuas. You can actually kind of stun them a little bit. But if you stun them, they will poop out more Mothua, or the little spike ball guys. So be careful. These are like practically the origin of these things. Those things, for some reason when I was younger, that enemy right there creeped me the heck out. I don't know why. I was never really big a fan of bugs, and those things reminded me too much of bugs. And I don't know why. It's just like when I was younger, those things creeped me the heck out. But there's going to be another enemy that's going to be creeping me the heck out when we're going to be seeing here in a couple minutes. Let's go ahead and kill out these Boko Babas. Stupid Mothua. Or Mothu. I think these things are just called Mothuas, but I don't remember the exact name of them. But let's jump into here. And then get jettisoned over here. Go ahead and grab your golden feather, because I want that. Another enemy that has a golden feather are those Mothua enemies, those bugs. They drop them on rare occasions. They do not, you cannot grab them with a grappling hook. They just drop them randomly, I do believe. Actually, no, I'm thinking of something else. That's another variant of that enemy, which I'm going to get into here in just a few minutes. And there's 3 P-hats up here. There's 3 chances to get 3 golden feathers here. I know they're kind of beating me up right now, but I've got enough hearts. I'll be fine. Go ahead and jump. Oh, missed. Dadgummit. Now they're kind of regained their strength a little bit. Let's go ahead and take them out. Ow. You jerk face. Go ahead and take you out. Okay. Alright, so let's go inside this room here. Because as you guys can see, there are eyeballs over there, and we do not have access to that room just yet. So let's go inside here. Introduction to the enemy that creeped me the heck out when I was younger. Oh gosh. I'm going to get a picture real quick, because this is probably one of the few times that we're going to actually get a picture of this thing. Can I get it? No, that's not a good picture. Ow. Okay, let's get as far away as possible. This is the Mothula with wings. These are really, really annoying enemies. There we go, that's a good picture. Alright, so now, what you do is you stun it with the Deku Leaf, but you can't really stun it for very long. Otherwise, it'll just, kind of just do that. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to clip its wings. Now, be careful of this thing because, they will do this. So you just need to parry attack whenever they do this little swooping attack. They're really quick, so be careful of that. And with Mothula, or whatever the hell these things are, they can get really, really annoying after a while. And there was a bunch of hearts there, and just now realized, let's go ahead and stun you, Mr. Butterfly Moth thing. These things creeped me the heck out when I was younger. Now, these things are a little bit more durable than their cousins, so be careful of that. I'm just going to keep whacking that. But there we go, we defeated him. That was our mini-boss of the dungeon. And now we have access to a new treasure chest over there. So let's go ahead and get that. These things have the whole golden feather. That's right, I remember that now. But as soon as we come in here, let's go ahead and open this chest. There's a bunch of rupees over here. Might as well go ahead and pick them up, even though I have no need for them. So let's go ahead and open this. And we got the boomerang. This is the key dungeon item of the Forbidden Woods. The boomerang, we can target up to 5 items with it. And once we do, the boomerang will go and attack those things. This is going to be one of our major offensive items for a while. So now I'm going to go ahead and show it off. If you hold the button down, Link will be in this little stance right here. And we can use this to solve puzzles right here. If you push it again, let the boomerang go. That's how you get out. You have to hit those switches up there. So let's go ahead and get out of here.